Alright. Now to get media. fault, bro. I'm doing some stuff.
In this video, I'm going to show you never live streamed before on YouTube. You're going to get an option screen just like this. It's going to say request access latency. That's quality. That stream key for A4. So to do a 1080p stream, setting on, check that you overlay that stream key here for low latency if you want to have a little bit faster interaction. Then you want to go ahead and give it. We're going to come back here to our settings because now we need to make sure that our stream is going to look good on YouTube. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come to where it says video. Here, you're going to want to make sure that you select and decide whether you're going to want to have a 1080p stream or a 4K stream. So YouTube is the only platform that allows you to stream higher than 1080p, but it's all going to be dependent on your internet speed and the gear that you actually have. Now, most people are going to be watching your stream on mobile, so having a 1080p 60 FPS stream is going to be perfect. So that's what we're going to go ahead and utilize here today. So to do a 1080p stream, you're going to want to leave it at 1920 by 1080. Your output scale is going to be 1920 by 1080. Your downscale filter, you can go ahead and leave it here on that one. And then here, your FPS common values, you want to put it at 60. Okay, again, all these values are going to be based on your internet speed. So if your computer can't handle 60 frames per second, you can drop this down to 30 and that should still be fine. So then we're going to come here to where it says output. This is where we determine our settings that we're going to utilize to be able to stream to YouTube. This is what determines whether your stream looks laggy, choppy, or the quality of it, how it sounds, how it looks. This is what we're going to go ahead and customize here. So the first thing you're going to do is for output mode, you're going to go ahead and select advanced. Okay, this is going to give us the most ability for customization to make sure we have a great looking stream. So the encoder, you're going to go ahead and use X264, or you're going to go ahead and use your graphics card. I'm going to go ahead and utilize my software encoder since I'm on a Mac, but this is going to work even if you're on a Windows. You would just select your graphic card or your X264. Then for your rate control, you want to have this at ABR or CBR. Whichever one is available for you, but you want to make sure that enforce streaming service encoder settings is checked off. This is going to ensure that we're able to go ahead and put the custom settings to give us the best quality. And then bit rate, right? This is where we're going to go ahead and customize now. Now, your bit rate is the most important part of streaming. This is going to determine the quality that you have, and it's all determined based on your internet speed. So I'm going to show you now how you can check your internet speed so that way you know what number you're able to put in here. So let's go ahead and test that now. So you're going to go ahead and come to a website called speedtest.net, and I'll put a link in the description of this video. You're going to go ahead and hit the go button here. And once you hit that go, it's going to go ahead and give you your download and your upload. The figure that we want to focus on is going to be our upload. And what you want here is you want to be able to utilize at least half of what this says here, right? So I have 435 upload, which is more than enough to be able to stream to multiple destinations. But we want to go ahead and go to this link here that's called support.google, and it's going to give you the bit rate based on the speed and the quality that you want. Speed to utilize at least half of what this says here, right? So I have 435 upload, which is more than enough to be able to stream to multiple destinations. But we want to go ahead and go to this link here that's called support.google, and it's going to give you to 9,000 or 20, double that. And for my bit rate, I'm going to go ahead and just put it at 9,000 of this frame here. So I'm going to come back to Streamlabs. And for my bit rate, I'm going to go ahead and just put it at 9,000 since I know that I can go ahead and support it. Then here for the keyframe intervals, you're going to want to select 2. And then for your profile, you're going to want to select high, right? So now we're going to go ahead and hit done. So now we've gone ahead and connected over to YouTube. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to come here to the bottom and we're going to go ahead and select go live. And then once you go ahead and press go live, we're going to want to come back here to YouTube. And you're going to see here that we're now live, but your audience and your viewers are not going to see your stream. So to be able to get them to see the stream, you're going to want to click edit. And now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and give our stream a title. We want to go ahead and put a description. This is a great way to be able to put in links and things that you want people to find out about you. And then this is a super important option right here, visibility. You want to make sure it doesn't say unlisted. What that means is that only people who you've given a special link to are going to be able to view that. So you're going to want to go ahead and check that, and you want to make sure this is selected to public. Once you change that to public, that's going to make sure that your live stream is now going to be able to be found. Then you want to go ahead and upload a thumbnail, and then you want to go ahead and add a playlist. So now that you have that in place, that's going to now make your stream visible for the people on the outside to be able to view your stream.
Do you want to make your Twitch stream look? So on the dashboard, you can obviously say that hard pay. So let's say line going, maybe make this club screen, change a little bit more Twitch affiliate. If you're not a Twitch,
If you're ready to start streaming,
After watching this,
if you're ready to start streaming along with, you can do moments here, and again, I'll put a streaming ahead and be able that you want to do is here on the left hand side. We're going to select stream. We're just going to make sure that our Twitch account is connected, and then we're going to come to output mode. You want to make sure you select advanced. And now these settings that I'm going to show you here are going to be for the Mac, and then I'm going to show you the settings here for Windows. That way you have both. So for a Mac, for your encoder, you're going to want to use your Apple VT H.264 hardware encoder. You want to enforce stream servers encoding settings, and you want to select CBR, bitrate 7750, keyframe intervals at 2, profile at high, and use B frame. So you want to go ahead and select that there. You're then going to select done. And now for at 2, profile at high, and use B0, keyframe intervals at the H.264 hardware encoder. You want to enforce stream servers encoding settings, and you want to select CBR, bitrate 7750, keyframe intervals at 2, profile at high, and use B frame. So you want to go ahead and select that there. You're then going to select done. And now for Windows, the only difference is that you're going to do is keyframe intervals at 2, profile at high, and use B frame. So you want to go ahead and select that there. You're then going to select done. And now for Windows, the only difference is that you're going to do 87 both. So for a Mac, for your encoder, you're going to want to use your Apple VT H.264 hardware encoder. You want to enforce stream servers encoding settings, and you want to select CBR, bitrate 7750, keyframe intervals at 2, profile at high, and use B frame. So you want to go ahead and select that there. You're then going to select done. And now for Windows, the only difference is that you're going to do is your bitrate, again, it needs to be 7,750. That brief frames settings to make your stream look good. We're going to come to video. For video, your base camera resolution, you want this to be at 1920 by 1080. Your output, you want it to be at 1920 by 1080. If you ever catch yourself lagging or you feel like it's not as crisp as you want it to be, you can always drop this down to 720, but typically having it match is always going to be the best. Then downscale filter, you want to have this one that we have here, common FPS, and then 60 FPS is the option that we have here. Now that you have this all set up, you can now go live, and your stream's going to go live directly over to Twitch, but you don't want to have a blank stream. So if you want to go ahead and add overlays to make your stream look professional, go ahead and watch this video right here where I walk you step by step on how 60 frames per second without your input or see you're going to be, let's say you have your upload speed and you know that you can support it in to our Twitch account. Now we want to make go out the settings, put a link going to lag. Once you hit that go button, you're going to go ahead and see and put a stream to Twitch at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Put a stream, have your selected, and then we're going to come to outlets. And now